Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And I hope everybody's having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. Recently, we saw a pretty big update actually from SBI VC Trade. Now, I'm going to be breaking down a few things in this video that I do find very interesting about SBI and these moves being made. Now, in terms of this announcement, is it like a massive run? Not exactly, and I'm going to talk about why. So first off, we have SBI VC Trade, SBI Holdings Crypto Exchange just announced the launch of their validator on the XRP Ledger. You can see it here. Now we actually have that open over here. You can see the entire network. You can see all the validators, and you could also see the websites associated with them. Some of them do have it, some of them don't. But regardless, these are all of the validators on the network. Now we have in their announcement, they say that they intend to reflect the voice of XRP holders, their customers, through this validator. Great to see diverse approaches to running validators on the XRP Ledger. Now, I saw a lot of people saying like, oh, this is a big bank launching a validator. And although technically it is, this is more so the actual exchange. And if you are selling XRP, as an exchange, you should 100% be supporting the entire network. I don't understand why we don't have more of this happening when it comes to XRP and the XRPL. But regardless, I think that this is a great move. I think that's great for XRP, and I think that's great for the XRP Ledger as well. Now, is it extremely bullish or anything like that? Not exactly, because again, this is just a crypto exchange, as you guys do see down here. Even fully break it down on how this is just a crypto exchange, but it is a company of SBI Holdings, which is a major bank. So it is what it is, right? I mean, you can twist it all you want. It doesn't really matter. It is still a part of a major bank, which is still very exciting regardless. Now, beyond this, vet_x0 did highlight some things within this article. For an example, we have SBI statement for their XRP Ledger validator. SBI contributes to the XRP Ledger ecosystem, targets to become a UNL node to help shape XRP Ledger governance. Their vote will reflect XRP holders' voice in Japan, aiming to educate XRP holders about new amendments. This is very exciting, and I'm looking forward to this new ecosystem contribution and angle SBI is coming from with this. And I completely agree, because I do think that this is going to be very crucial, not only for the short term, but also the long term span of the XRPL, XRP, and the entire ecosystem. We actually need a lot more education around this space, because it's something that the space actually lacks in terms of, non-misinformation education. So very big +1 for SBI, and it really does kind of build upon their partnership that they already have had with Ripple for so long. Even back in September, actually, of 2023, we saw SBI subsidiary expands XRP remittance use in Southeast Asia. And this is actually around cross-border payments utilizing XRP as a bridge currency. And even in here, we see, that SBI has been utilizing Ripple since 2017. So they've been in support of, Ripple and even XRP for so long. This was a huge announcement. In fact, I even talked a little bit about it on the channel, and I even did make a post about it on X, which I will talk a little bit about as well. But back in 2021, we saw SBI Remit adopt XRP as a bridge currency within its Ripple payment system, marking the first instance in Japan of utilizing crypto as a bridge between two distinct fiat currencies. And then also, cross-border inflows across South Asia last year surged more than 12%, reaching $176 billion. So it was actually a huge market. Now, I did, like I said, make a post about this, and I even said, so it appears that the SBI news is just building on top of their partnership. Some of the media accounts are reporting this incorrectly, though. This is very bullish for XRP, though. You love to see major expansions like this. International money transfer service using Ripple's money transfer solution utilizing XRP will be gradually expanded to the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia. SBI Remit, SBI VC Trade, and also even SBI Ripple Asia. And this is where you see even the VC Trade, which is their exchange, still being tapped in here, still being a big player in the grand scheme of things, which is why I said, although, this is a validator from the exchange itself, it is still a very big announcement. It's still something that's pretty great for the entire ecosystem and for the network itself. So big +1 when it comes to that. Now, also, outside of all of this, Kiteo, which is the big player behind SBI, he put out a post regarding the stablecoin post by Ripple, which did get posted on the 10th. And this is stable, transparent, and trust the opportunity of stablecoins in global finance. And this is the breakdown from Ripple on the 8th. We have stable, transparent, and trusted the opportunity of stablecoins in global finance. One of the world's largest asset managers projects that the stablecoin market will tip $3 trillion in the next 4 years, a staggering 22x leap from today. Putting this adoption in context requires understanding the role stablecoins play in financial markets, including their utility use cases and how their blockchain properties push financial services innovation. What is a stablecoin and how does it work? They fully break it down. And it's also funny that this is coming after we saw the SEC trying to go after Ripple stablecoin recently, which I find very comical. But down here we have what types of stablecoins exist. They do break them down. And here we have fiat collateralized stablecoins. They break them all down. They break it, fully down on how they work, things like that. We have what stablecoin utility use cases exist. We have fiat collateralized stablecoin utility in terms of daily transactions and payments, cross-border payments and remittances, trading pairs and cryptocurrency exchanges, DeFi, which is decentralized finance applications. Then we also have crypto collateralized stablecoin utility, DeFi integration, collateral for crypto loans, smart contract enabled financial operations. And then we also have algorithmic, which is non-collateralized stablecoin utility, experimentation in monetary policy, scalability, and decentralization, innovative DeFi mechanisms. We also have what is the differences between CBDCs and stablecoins. Now, as we look at this, we look at the future state of finance with these. Across the global financial ecosystem, the future looks bright. New value form factors like stablecoins and CBDCs mean advances ranging from cashless payments and new consumer products to transaction settlement, market interoperability, and simplified financial operations. While infrastructure and adoption must still grow, the future state of frictionless value exchange is nearer now than ever before. And I think that that's actually a pretty big statement there. And it also goes to show that we are getting very close to the point where banks are now starting to really look at these technologies, look at these currencies as well, and saying like, hey, we can utilize this. We can tap into this. Even when we look at SBI, right? Like SBI is a bank that you should not be overlooking because they have been around this space for a very long time. And they've been like one of the big players since the start, essentially, that noticed value behind this space, behind some of these projects and players like Ripple. And even Ripple as a company, right? Like even when we look at their central bank digital currency and stablecoin platform, which is what they're focused on here, they realize how big of a game changer not only CBDCs but stablecoins will be for the future of finance. And yes, XRP will play a vital role within all of this. I still see a lot of people talking about like how the stablecoin from Ripple is going to replace XRP, which I'm actually going to be making a video on regarding very, very soon. Because again, like I said, education around specific things is so crucial to understand. Now, beyond this, going back to Kateo, going back to SBI, it takes me back to my post, which I did include in a video recently about SBI, where I said, like, this article still lives rent-free in my mind. SBI has been a long-term partner of Ripple's. In 2019, they mentioned all Japanese banks will use Ripple and XRP by 2025. It wouldn't surprise me if this did happen, but I'm not sure on the timeline. The craziest thing about this market is that we are here before the institutions, and most of retail isn't even here yet, too. Ripple has been expanding rapidly outside of the US for the last 2.5 years. They have also expanded their product offering with even more exposure to crypto and XRP. Combine all this with the XRP Ledger use cases growing, I see a very bright future. And yes, I do, especially when it comes to XRP usage and even the actual Ledger usage. But talking about this, going back to Kateo, right? I've always addressed a few things when it comes to a lot of his posts regarding finance, XRP, and even Ripple. I know recently they were talking about some of the amendments on the XRP Ledger and even talking about a few things happening around tokenization endeavors, which is why we talked a little bit more about XRP and Ripple in a previous video and really kind of addressed it, because as we do start to see a lot more initiatives happening around stablecoins, even tokenization and payments, it really takes us back to some of these connections that Ripple does have. And SBI definitely is a big one. And SBI obviously is telling us like, hey, like we are still here supporting Ripple. We're still here supporting XRP and even the XRPL. And, even this recent endeavor around, becoming a validator for the XRP Ledger, although, yeah, it's not like a massive thing like, oh, hey, look at banks are now using XRP or anything like that. It's still something to look at and say, yeah, they are still supporting Ripple. They're still supporting this ecosystem because They believe in it long term, and they believed in it back in 2019 when they did mention, hey, all banks in Japan will use XRP and Ripple. Now, does that happen? Is it going to become a real thing? We don't know, right? But it still just shows you how consistent they are with how bullish they are on Ripple and XRP. Now, outside of that, also big shout out to Crypto Airy for this. We have SBI Holdings, Mr. Kateo, with financial results presentation today. Now, this whole video is in Japanese, and nobody actually was able to get it to translate over into English, so I do apologize. But we have a pretty big quote here, which is considerable increase in the number of investors entering this field, ETFs, and soon we will be involved in crypto assets as well, possibly forming a joint venture with a company that produces ETFs. Now, what is very interesting about this? Well, considering the fact that the exchange under SBI, which is SBI VC Trade, is now launching an XRP Ledger validator, and they've always been in support of Ripple and even XRP. And we also know that Ripple has been looking into ETF custody through Medico. It makes me think that a possible joint venture with SBI and Ripple, with the XRP Ledger in mind and XRP, could be on the table around ETFs. Now, we do know that SBI has been in support of XDC as well with the XDC network. Could that be a possibility? 100%. We don't know what they are going to choose. We don't know how they're going to do this. We don't even know when this is going to happen. But we do know that they are fully focused on ETFs and crypto assets as a whole, which is a very big thing. And ETFs, they're going to become tokenized. Why? Because again, right now, traditional ETFs don't really have the benefits that the crypto markets have, which is 24/7, 365, availability, also liquidity. There's certain things that this space has to offer. That's why tokenization of ETFs is definitely going to happen. We're going to have ETFs trading on chain. We're also going to have custody around ETFs becoming a big deal in terms of, the digital token of them. And that's when we really kind of look at Ripple with Medico. And that's also where we look at XRP and the XRP Ledger being tapped in. Again, it's me speculating, but with all of the connections that SBI does have back to Ripple, back to XRP, it really wouldn't surprise me. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you guys did enjoy the video today, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.